Welcome back, my glowing angels. I'm doing today's a little differently. So it's a pick a card, your inner child, intuition, shadow self, and future higher self. Let's see what message you have. For the first pile, it is the inner child. We are going to do that first. What message do you have? Spirit team of the collective, what messages do you have for us today? Please and thank you. What do they need to know? Please and thank you. For the people who are going to pick pile 1, which is inner child, what messages do you have for us today? Please and thank you. This is for the collective. They want you to focus on creativity. Tap into your creative potential. Let your ideas flow. Okay, spirit team. Spirit team of the collective and my spirit team, what messages do you have for pile 1 today? Please and thank you. What messages, what do they need to hear right now? Please and thank you. Okay. So what we have here, there's a lot of major arcanas for you. First one that I saw was the 3 of Swords. So the hardship that you've been going through, it's all about to end. Optimism, forgiveness, recovery, healing, releasing the pain and accepting things for what it is, acknowledging things for what it is, accepting it, forgiving it, and moving on is what I found to be the key of life for anything negative that came my way. Because literally about a week ago, I stepped in S and I went on with my day. I acknowledged, man, this really sucks, but I'm glad I didn't trip and land face into it. So, like, I've tried to find the positive in life and just, I just went on, and it wasn't even 10 o'clock yet, and I didn't even have my coffee, but I didn't let that bad or negative feeling affect my whole day, So that's just what I am seeing for you. You also got the Chariot and Death and Knight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So a court card and 2 major arcana cards. That means like a lot of things is happening for you. You're on the go. The old you is dying and there's a rebirth that is coming. So the strugglings that you had before is ending. There's a death to that and a new beginning is starting your way. And it wants you to be creative and to just go for it. Follow your dreams, like you're not going no one's going to give you permission to fly. You are my glowing angels for a reason. There's a light within you. And the more you're authentic, the more you're true to yourself, the more real with yourself and others, the brighter your light shines. And they just tell you, hey, just go for it. Follow your dreams. Financial burden is ending. You're in the middle of it, so positive changes are on the way. And also you're mastering your emotions, you're being your true authentic self, and you're letting all that heaviness go. You're no longer holding that extra baggage that is the past and the death of you. So that is what I'm seeing for you, pile 1. I hope you enjoy this reading. If this resonates with you, this is for the collective. Please comment, let's go. If this resonates with you, comment, let's go. Let's do this. Okay? That's the message we have for you today, pile 1. And I'm not sure how to do the whole timestamp thing, so I'm just going to keep on going. If you're interested, go ahead and watch all 4 piles. The next one is intuitive message. What messages do you have for pile 2 today, spirit team? Ooh, Yeah, I feel like this deck always has a lot to say. And I love it. I love when the card just pops up. Thank you, Spirit Team. Okay, so the messages that you are receiving, pile 2, is divine intervention. Divine intervention is at work. Your intuition is the message. Listening to your gut, understanding and trusting it when it tries to speak to you, because it's going to be quiet. It's not loud. It's not like your shadow self when fear takes over, like, don't do it, that's wrong, or that's how I feel with my shadow self when I believed it and not accept it. It was like all that doubt, all that fear. It's really loud and it's telling you not to do something because of fear and doubt. But your intuition, it speaks really quiet. It's not sudden. It's from love. It's like giving you reassurance to be like, hey, just trust us. We're good. You're safe with us. Like, we're not going to force you to do anything. Just please trust and listen to us. And it's a quiet voice that we hear. It's like the angel and the devil kind of thing. How I see it anyways. Dream guidance. Dreams reveal deep intuitive message, unlock their meaning. I get angel numbers all the time and like little signs, and I'm like, I always look it up on Google to find out what it means. I never remember my dreams. There's a few, but not as strong as I would like. Hidden truth. Your intuition is revealing hidden truth. Stay aware. Your mind will always tell you one thing, your heart will tell you another, but your gut will never lie. Mirror of truth. Intuition reflects the truth like a mirror. Trust what you perceive. I can kind of relate to this, but at the same time, I like to see other people's perspective. Let's say I'm standing here and I see a number 9, but you're standing here and you see the number 6. We can both be right. We just have a different way of seeing things, Silent whisper. Listen to the whisper within. Intuition quietly reveals the truth. Again, it's not loud. It's not saying, hey, do this, do this. It tells you what you need to know in a soft, gentle way. Spirit team, what messages do you have for pile 2? The people who pick intuitive oracle decks. This is for the collective. Please take what resonates. Please and thank you. Okay, so you have the Fool, King of Pentacles, King of Cups, the Hermit, and the King of Wands. Wow, you guys are, a lot of changes happening. So I feel like Spirit is saying you've done your introspection. You've done your self-healing. You've done a lot of looking into your light, focusing on your light. You're not worried about X, Y, and Z or A, B, and C. You're just focused on me, myself, and I, which is you. I wouldn't know how to translate that to me, myself, and I to a you, yourself, and I don't know. But you've been focusing on your light. You're focusing on healing, and a lot of, like, the Fool came off too. So a lot of big changes is happening for you guys. The Hermit, the Fool, King of Wands, King of Cups, and Knight of Pentacles. So a lot of changes are happening for you. The Fool is take the leap of faith. Just go for it. You're never going to be ready. You're always going to, like, for me, it's like, real life thing. I need to start budgeting. I need to learn how to do it. So I'm like checking out all these books at the library about budgeting. But you know what? Just do it. Just put some money on the side and look, I'm budgeting, or like I'm saving, or I'm doing the action that I actually need instead of learning about it, studying about it. Just go for it. And then when you actually do it, you can learn in real life experience, That's the message that I'm getting with the Fool, and example for my real life. So you got the King of Wands and King of Cups. You're taking actions of your life. You're in control of your own actions. You're not letting other people dictate how you feel. You're in control of your own actions. So if someone makes you mad, you're not gonna let that affect you and make you act mad to someone else. You are learning to control your own emotions that can control your actions and what you do instead of letting everything affect you, which brings me to the King of Cups. You're mastering your emotions and actions. And look how the King of Cups is. He's on rocky, wavy road, but he is in control. He is not worried about X, Y, and Z. He is focused. He is emotionally stable, and he's not letting things that he cannot control affect him. And that is like beautiful right there. I feel these cards are amazing. Positivity is coming your way, and also money is coming your way. You're learning how to be consistent with your money and being determined and improving your situation. So this is the message that I'm receiving for you. I would say, what should we say if this resonates with you? Let's be, I don't know. Let's say introspection. If this resonates with you, comment introspection, because you've listened to your intuition and you've done the introspection, and I feel like that's your message that you have for today, pile 2. And let's go on to pile 3, your shadow self. For anybody who picked pile 3, what is the message, Spirit team? What message do they need to hear? Please and thank you. Spirit team of the collective, what messages do you have for us today? Okay, a lot of message. Okay, let's see. This was the first one. Okay, so for the people who picked pile 3, shadow self, explore your feelings. Dive into insecurities and unresolved emotions. When you are your authentic self, you find peace. Like, if you've been shutting yourself off, numbing the pain, doing the opposite of introspection, like seeking validations from someone else, like shadow self is telling you to work on yourself, because I've done the seeking elsewhere, happiness, love, whatever it was, like it never filled up my own cup. When I learned to do that, when I've learned to accept the pain that I was feeling of the past or anything that I've dealt with in life, it's just seeing it in a new perspective. Like, explore your feelings. How are you feeling? And being raised in the Asian American community at a younger age, you're told not to say anything. You're told not to do this. But you know what? I'm the black sheep. So I've learned to be able to express how I feel, at least with myself. I know it's kind of hard with the older generations and how the structure is of the Asian community. So like, I get it. It can be scary, but just do it start within. Start with yourself. There's some avoidance you've been feeling. It's key to see the need to avoid discomfort, but also to overcome it and thrive. Confront progress. Again, when I was saying this, some people just avoid the issue, and then it just gives you more problems later on. When we face troubles head on first, it relieves a lot of other issues that comes up with avoidance, So have that introspection, have that clarity with yourself where you can accept who you are and love yourself fully and give yourself that validation you seek elsewhere. Man, will that change everything for you, because that's what happened to me. Feathered omen. Even the sweetest bird harbor fierce intensity. Self-deceit, illusion, and secrets. So like I feel like, yeah, on the outside, people think I'm like so sweet, so innocent, but they don't know how hard I've had it. They don't know what I've been through. And if I was under attack, I would probably fight back, you know? But the biggest problem with me, I was fighting myself. But when I learned to accept and love who I am completely, there's no more battles between my head and my heart. I am aligned fully with mind, body, and soul, and I'm connected to my highest self. I'm not fully there, but I am connected to my spirit team, to my inner child, my shadow self, my highest self. Like, I love it. I love being aware of everything. And I know that I'm never alone anymore, like I used to think at when I was younger. Having hope. Navigate your shadows with compassion and gentleness, grace, kindness, and self care. Yeah, like everybody has a good, bad, ugly, and the beautiful parts of ourselves. And just because it seems bad doesn't mean that it's actually bad for you to like my shadow self protected me when I needed it. So like I acknowledge her for everything she's done for me because it was out of protection. The fear, the doubts, the insecurity, it's all because of what other people told me that is how I felt. Like I wasn't safe, I was in survivor mode. So she, my shadow self, done everything to protect me. And like that fear was keeping me in the cage for the longest. And when I learned to accept my past for what it is and thanked her and like her and my inner child, I became my highest self. So I'm sorry for rambling, and if it doesn't make sense, it is very confusing. Sometimes it's like, is this really happening? Am I really talking to my inner child or my shadow self or my highest self? But I know that I am. So it's okay to be crazy. I'm just not insane. Stubborn. It can denote perspective, but it also may hinder progress, flexibility, resolve, and growth. When we say stuck, I was stuck for so many years in my depression, like over 25 years, maybe longer. I don't know. But it's, oh man, like just having, just thinking about the past and how stubborn I was, like how stuck in my ways I was, like believing in the negativity, believing all the doubts and fear and all feeling that low self-esteem. It's I was stuck in my cage for a long time, but when I became my authentic true self, my light glowed so bright that I found the key to release myself out of the cage that I put myself into. And you are able to do the same. It's I know it's easier said than done, but it can be done. You just need to do the work. Restlessness, rest, relentless craving. Addiction is a prison disguised as freedom. Consumption, erosion, and habits. This is so true. Like, I was avoidance. I've done this. I avoided the pain, and my craving was food. I was addicted to food. That brought me joy, but at the same time, not the fulfillment that I really wanted and needed. I avoided my feelings. I ate everything I wanted, but it wasn't filling me up the way I wanted it to. And like my highest was I was at 280. My A1C was 8.0. But when I learned to confront the pain of my past and accept who I was and love myself fully, right now I'm the way like when in the past people would say something to me like, you're this and that, and then I would just that cycle of eat overeating again and then feeling bad about eating, and then so when I started working out and getting positive feedback, I was still, again, not, I was rejecting it as at the same time, because like I didn't want that type of attention. My body didn't connect with how I was feeling, because I still felt insecure and I didn't do it for me. I wasn't working out for me. Now that I've accepted my past of overeating and changing my habits to good habits, a book is that helped me was Atomic Habits by James Clear. And it's just making little changes consistently and making it easy to do, instead of, oh my God, now I have to go do this. No, I get to do this. I get to go work out. I get to go for walks. I get to, like, make it enjoyable so you want to do it. Trick yourself to doing that. And now I weigh 191. My A1C is 6.0. I'm off two of my medication for diabetes. So it's just like, whew, like, put in the work. I know it's easier said than done, but you're going to have to want it. Everyone can tell you what to do, but this is your life. You are in control. So own it, acknowledge it, and then make a change. Nothing changes as nothing changes. And what you are not changing, you are choosing. And when I heard those two lines, it's like, yeah, I am in power of my own life. I'm taking control of it. I don't need to overeat or whatever the case is. Like, it's nice to have balance. Balance is key. Battle within. The greatest war you wage is against yourself. Inner conflict and resolution. Again, like, your mind, body has, like, they fight with each other. They just, your mind will tell you one thing and your heart will tell you another, but your gut will always tell you what is right for you. Example with food. Like, your favorite food, your heart is saying, oh, I want the last piece of XYZ, whatever the case is. And your brain's like, no, don't do it. But you end up throwing up because you ate too much. And that's what your gut is telling you, right? So that's just my funny thing that I've realized in the past. Okay, Spirit team, what messages do you have for the shadow self? People who picked pile 3, please and thank you. What messages do you have for the collective? Spirit team of mine and the spirit team of the collective. What messages do you have for us today? Ooh, ooh. Okay, I'm gonna not do that. One more card, please, spirit team. One more card. What messages do they need to know? Okay. So the Tower came out, the Page of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Oh, you had another few messages, but I think they only want this and this. These are not the ones for you. Okay, so you've got the Tower. You've been on unstable ground. Things are changing. And yeah, we can see things as a negative, scary way. Everyone's like jumping out. And like, for me, when I think of this, it's time for a fresh start. This is built on unstable ground. Everything is rocky. You didn't really know which way was up, which way was down. Now is the time to do the introspection, to build a new foundation for yourself so you are stable and you're not relying on anybody else but yourself. A major arcana card, and you have 2, 3 court cards, and they're all pages. So a Page of Wands, Page of Swords, and Page of Pentacles. You have a new way of thinking. You're having that mental clarity. You are able to communicate how you feel without making anybody feel bad. And you know what? If it does, like, for me, I don't try to hurt anybody. I'm just speaking my truth. And if this, what I say affects someone else, they need to do the introspection, because I didn't mean it in whatever, any negative way. So, like, I'm just speaking my truth, and that is what Spirit wants you to do. And again, Page of Wands and Pentacles, there's a new way of thinking of how you're acting and how you're putting, like, new way of thinking is changing the way you act, and you have a clear, open-minded, you're just more aware of what you're actually doing. You're not just doing it just to do it, but you're having that, what's that called? That clear intention of what you're doing and what you're putting out there. And also, like the Page of Pentacles, how you're saving your money, how you're just planning for the future, a new way of thinking. And also, these are you have the Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, and like, you've been trapping yourself for the longest time, how you were feeling about yourself. Those days are over. They're coming to an end, okay? The restless nights, the fear, the anxiety, the feeling hopelessness, trapping yourself. You are able to get out of this. You are in control of your life, and this is what Spirit is wanting you to know, that you no longer have to trap yourself. You do not have to be blinded by whatever the addictiveness that you had in the past. Be in control of your life. You can release these robes. You can unmask the blindfold, and just the restless nights are over. Okay, that's what Spirit is telling me. And also, you're mastering this is the Eight of Pentacles, apprenticeship, mastery. The money that's coming your way, you're working for it. You've done the work, and you are becoming a pro in what you're doing. That is the message that I have for you. And comment, I am in control, if this resonates with you. If you want a more personal reading, please look at in the description box to see. Sorry, I'm a little lost right now. But if you're interested in a personal reading, the information will be in the comment or in the description. Okay, the last pile is the future higher self. And I put all these hearts. Where's the first one? This one was, I don't know which gem these are. I just like them. And I'm just starting out with all of this. So all of them was a heart. This one's not really a heart, but I see a heart in this little gem, so that's why I got it. And it was like a black and white, so it's like a yin and yang. And then this one was also another heart item. And the future higher self is this. Yeah. So let's see, people who pick pile 4, what messages do they need to hear right now, please and thank you. Spirit team of mine and spirit team of the collective who is going to see this, what message do they need to hear? Okay, thank you, spirit team. I love when they just pop out for me. It's very, I find it so cool. So, challenge yourself to be stronger than the challenge. Ooh, I like that. Like, I feel like with this message, it's like the fear of the unknown is worse than just going for it. So let's say you like a girl or a guy or whatever. And do you know what? This actually happened to me back in high school. There was this guy I like, and like the unknowing and the uncertainty was driving me crazy, and he was ending up leaving. So I went up to him the last day and letting him know, hey, I like you. Like, yeah, it was scary, and he was older, but still it was like I got it out of the way, and that anxiety, that fear wasn't controlling me anymore. Be brave and authentic. Be the brave and authentic soul you were always destined to be. Yeah, there's a lot of outside noise telling you're not good enough, this and that. And you know what? The negativity is easier to believe than the positivity. I do not know why, but I guess it takes a lot more courage to believe in the positive, you know? Like, everyone can say you're just like in positive, you're so beautiful, you're so kind, you're so this and this and this. But if your mind is thinking you're not good enough, of course you're not going to believe all that positive things that other people are telling you. You need to be the one that's saying, I am beautiful, I am smart, I am amazing for who I am. There's no one else like me. Everyone else is different, and that's okay. So be the authentic soul that you were always destined to be. You are an original, so let yourself follow your own heart. Don't be like anybody else. They're taken. Be who you are. Be you, not them. A new chapter requires a new version of you. If you want to stay stuck saying on repeat, playing victim, accusing everybody for, like, I'm not saying that what they did was right or wrong. I've had a lot of trauma and dealt with depression and anxiety, and like, I played victim for so long. Like, oh, my dad committed, he unlived himself when I was 12, and I was fat, I was unloved, I wasn't supported, I wasn't seen, I wasn't heard, and like, that happened for me for 37 years of my life. I got tired of it. I'm 38 now, and this is so recent and so new of loving who I am fully, and a lot of abundance is coming my way. So much new is coming to my way. I know in my heart and soul better days are coming for me because of how my mindset is now compared to how it was. The law of attraction, The Secret, if you haven't heard of it, look it up, like manifestation and all that other stuff. Is like how you are thinking is actually what you're attracting. That's the law of attraction. So of course in the past, all I thought was negativity, all I got was negativity. When it gets dark, remember the sun always rises. And like for me, when I'm having a bad day, I cry, I let it all out, and tomorrow is another better day. To rise, you must let go of fear. You know, like Lion King, Simba ran away from getting in trouble because he thought he killed his dad, when you know the truth. You know, like it's forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. There's two ways of doing it. I was done running away from my problems. I faced it head on, and now I'm ready for the abundance. I'm ready to rise above the darkness. And I'm not saying to forget about my shadow self. It got me to where I am. My past doesn't dictate who I am. It made me who I am. You are the rare flower that blooms in the dark. Keep glowing. I love it. It's like you are my glowing angels. If this resonates with you, type in glowing angel. So keep growing, keep glowing, my angels. Spirit team of the collect. Oh, the bottom card was the sun. I feel like we should just. Oh, okay, let's see if this card pops up for you guys. But spirit team of the collective, what messages do you have for them today? What do they need to hear? What messages do you have for them? For the people who picked pile 4, future higher self, what messages do you have for them? Please and thank you, spirit team. Spirit team of the collective, what messages do you have? For the people who are going to watch this, what messages do you have? One more card, please. One more card for the collective. What messages do they need to know? Okay. Okay, well, I said to stop, so again, oh, these should be go back there, because okay. Well, so it's not the sun, you got the opposite, the moon. And oh, you got 3 major arcanas. And okay, so you have, let's go backwards. You got judgment. Judgment is coming for you. You've done the reflection. You felt the inner calling. You are aware and awakened, and then the people around you are waiting to receive a gift from you. I feel like this, like, it looks like a little present, and you're ready to give, and like you're about to have this like knowledge of, oh, deep down I was right, but not in a cocky way. It's just like better days are coming for you. Also, some of you are being subconsciously, you're not aware of what you're doing. You know, you're kind of on autopilot. You know, you're being distracted by this when there is a clear path for you to follow, and you're just like being distracted with A, B, and C, X, Y, and Z. When you gain clarity and you know what you want, that's what the moon is telling me, like, to gain clarity. I do not know why I'm stuttering so bad, but Spirit wants you to understand what you're going through and to just do some introspection, do focus on what you truly want, and stop letting other things affect you. Also, you are the strength card. You are powerful. You have this abundance. You have this like confidence about yourself. It may not be how you are feeling, but that is deep down inside, that is who you are. You have a strength within you that you haven't been showing up for. Like, you've been a people pleaser and like doing what everyone else wants to do, but you need to find the strength for yourself and do things because you want to, not because people are telling you to, because that makes a big difference. Also, Page of Sword, you have a new way of thinking. You're gaining mental clarity and finding the direction that you want to go into. When you have a clear mind and you're not affected by your emotions or your actions, when you know how you feel and how you think and how that just you're cutting the clouds, you're cutting the uncertainty. That's what you're doing. Because a lot of you have a lot of different choices and you're not sure what you want to do. That's why you have the Page of Sword. You have a new way of thinking, and some of the cups are bad. Like, there's a snake there. I'm not saying snakes are bad, but you have many choices. You don't know what to pick. So have a clear mind. Do a pro and cons list. Listen to your intuition. Find that inner strength, and then you have endless choices. Find what's good for you. Don't be distracted. Make a good judgment call. You know, you are in control. Whew, that was awesome. What message? I already did that. So, thank you for watching my videos. If this is for the collective, if you want a more personal reading, please check out in the description. I can do auto writing, connect with your inner child, your intuition, or your shadow self, or your higher self. If you want guidance, more personal, and also I can do it with tarot cards. It's pretty awesome. I love doing it. I've done it for me, and it's just like, it's so intense. But that's the message that I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and keep glowing. Keep being your true, authentic self. Thank you, and have a good night or morning wherever you're from.